Alright, working on the old Ford again here. Got my buddy Mike over here. And he's looking over, he's deciding what he wants to do. And I sort of had an idea what he wants to do. Because he had some headlight fixtures here, ceramic headlight plugs. And I think you want to do the valve covers because you could just about stand up and they're right in front of you there now.
I want to take the opportunity now to get them valve covers replaced and get the valves adjusted or the rocker arms adjusted, since I have excellent
you're right there, man.
Right now.
Yeah, you ain't gonna get better access than this.
No, so
that's why I painted that. Mike, I scraped all that down and de-rusted it, and even the battery box, I took that out, put everything back in, put everything back on.
Nice.
And I didn't get to this one because it was going to start to rain. It was getting dark. I said, let me paint this before it gets dark. So I got 3/4 of it done. But yeah, this would be an excellent time to do them valves.
Yeah, it looks like we might have to take the brake booster off, or at least slide it out of the way to get that one side off. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So.
Yeah, you know, that is strange. That is. I can't see a way of getting it off, but
no, I think the booster's gonna have to come off. So hopefully that won't be too bad of a job.
No, it looks like probably a through pin in the back, and maybe just a couple bolts.
Slip it right out of the way.
All right, yeah, a little dirt bike's on his way over, so.
Oh, okay, good.
We'll make a day out of it, buddy.
Alrighty.
All right, hopefully I got a few drips on me before. Hopefully it doesn't rain.
Yeah.
But we'll be okay. All right. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see under here. I'll try and put some light on it. Oof. My light work? No. There it is. There it is. Sorry about that. That's my light. Yeah, Mike had to take off this master cylinder and one of them studs down there. It wasn't stripped, but it was spinning in the back.
This one here.
Yeah.
This is a real pain.
And it couldn't get to it. It's not like it has a head on it. It's just sitting in there. So I guess Mike said we're going to have to take that plate off and see if we can weld that in place. But you got the valve cover off this side. Came right off once I got it out of the way.
Plenty of silicone on there, that's for sure. Look at that.
Yeah.
Ooh. Golly.
My God.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's both. Yeah, you know, the underside there really doesn't look too bad. There's not anywhere near as much sludge as I thought there was going to be in this thing.
Wow. Look at that, Mike.
Yeah. What?
Them.
Yeah, it's interesting.
They're just about falling off.
Well, there's two different styles here, which is interesting. Look, so you got this style of adjustment where you got the set screw and the jam nut.
Yeah.
And then you got these here, which are just like this.
Lock nuts. Yeah.
Exactly. This whole side is this style, and then this is a different style. So.
Well, this was the last year for this engine, so I would think I don't know which I would think this with the.
Well, you look at the push rods. So you got two different styles of push rods here. You got this, which might be aftermarket here. I don't know. I have no idea. And then you got this like long cup style. These are some of the long cup style here, and these are like the little bowl style, I guess you call them. Wow. I mean, this engine's pieced together out of a million different engines, I'm sure. So, you know, all we can do is work what we got. You know, what do we got here?
That's the pipe I was telling you about. I seen someone take the pipe, look, it's just sitting in there.
Yeah.
And squeeze the end of it and point it in this direction to give these guys more oil.
Oh yeah.
But then what happens to them two guys? They don't get no oil. Huh. Oh well. They don't sound too loose, do they?
Well, you got a loose one over here. I mean,
the back one.
Yeah, there's a couple that are pretty sloppy. But you know, I don't know what the clearances are. I'll have to look in your book,
right,
and see. We'll run them all and put it back together. You know, not really.
Oh well, yeah, we're there. All right, let's clean up and then we'll get the book.
All right.
Yeah, we see why that one stud was spinning. It's actually a slotted screw, countersunk screw into this plate. See, that's something that the Ford guys would know that work on these things. Me and Mike don't work on this old stuff. Matter of fact, Mike even said, he goes, I thought these old trucks were supposed to be easy to work on. You got to take the power steering box off to get a valve cover off. What'd you learn there, Mike? What was the setting on them valves?
Well, in your book, it calls for 19 thousandths cold, and 18 thousandths for a hot readjust. But I'm not going to do it hot, so we're just going to go for 18 thousandths.
What are you doing, marking it so you know you did it?
Yep.
Okay. How you turn the engine, with a wrench?
Yeah.
Huh. And it still got the plugs in it?
Yeah.
Huh. You're an animal.
Oh, you'll hear it. It's got a lot of blow-by. So
Oh, yeah.
we're a little low on compression.
Oh,
when I
well.
turn it, you hear a lot of
hissing.
past the rings. So
Oh, well, that's
not
what
that
you
hard.
do after 60 years.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, well.
No problems.
Yeah. We'll figure it out.
All right.
All right. I had a little problem here. I had to correct, but I don't know if you see that, but there's needs to be welded. I straightened this and everything. They had this fender actually welded onto the cross member, you know, what they call it, radiator support. I gotta say it both ways, Mike. 'cause
Yeah.
I get too many
in
people.
trouble.
Yeah. So it was welded to the radiator support, and I got my my professional welder here.
Hey, Tubes.
And he's going to see what he can do. He was telling me he's going to put a bead on both sides of this and then connect the two beads. So, because the rest of it's pretty solid. It's only like that because I had to cut it down that far. All right, have at it, mate.
All right, buddy.
Watch your eyes, Mike.
Roger.
Let me see how my mechanic's doing. I shined this up. Let me see the shine, Mike. I shined that one up with some steel wool. It cleaned up pretty good.
It does. Looks nice.
And this one here's going to be a little tougher. This one's a lot more rusty, but it'll be okay. Let me check on my welder over here, Mike. Oh, that looks pretty good, buddy.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, no, that's real good because I'm surprised there was anything there. I was even considering putting something behind it to weld it, but you're doing okay.
Yeah, I'm just getting the water a little break, and then we're finishing that little area there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna grind that down a whole lot because that's going to be up against. It's going to be hidden behind the.
Yeah. It's just got to be structural. That's all.
Yeah.
Not really even that.
It don't even, you know. I just it had a hole in it, and I said, well, let me see if I can get my welder to fix it.
Yep.
All right, let me get out of your way, buddy.
Okay, buddy.
I got to shine this other valve cover up. All right, we just had dinner. We got to finish up. Mike finished adjusting the valves here. A little dirt bike finished welding this up. Yeah, it looks pretty good. And then we did this. Now we got to put the booster back in and maybe take the fender off. And I can work on that tomorrow. All right. Yeah, it got pretty doomy and gloomy here for a while here, but now it's we're losing daylight. About 6 o'clock. We only got about 15-20 minutes, so we'll get back to you when we're done. All right. We lost our daylight out here, but Mike's got a light here. It's almost like daylight under here. What kind of light is that, Mike?
It's LED light.
There's one of them free jobs that
Yeah, Kimball Midwest.
Kimball Midwest gives you.
Yeah.
Wow, that thing's bright. All right, we got the power booster back in, and Mike put the lines on for the. What would that be? A PVC valve?
Yeah, it's a crankcase vent, and
Then the booster line.
yeah, the line to the vacuum booster.
New booster lines and everything, so we're good to go. I guess the next thing we do, but you know what? I'm gonna take that fender off, and I can work on that. And then next time you guys come over, we can throw everything back on.
Nice. Cruising again.
We will, man. Be cruising before the winter time. All right. Yeah, it's getting dark out. Little dirt bike is he's trying to unbolt the fender. Got one bolt inside there, the cab, and then I think the one on the bottom is already off. And then this one here is already missing. But we got one back here. Okay. Alright. Yeah, it got dark out. Just a little bit light. Not much though, but it's dark as hell over here. And we got that fender off and the inner fender. And Mike is looking. Mike says, oh, it's easy to change that oil filter and oil
pump gasket.
Oil pump gasket. Now, let's do that. We'll do that some other time, buddy.
All right.
But I can work on that now. You know, I mean, inside this, I mean, there's a little bit of rust down there and rot, but very little. So, you know what? Maybe I'll do that while it's all apart. All right, I'm gonna wrap this up. I don't know how long it is, but what a mess we got out here.
Huh. You know what? I think somebody put anti-foulers on your spark plugs here. That's interesting.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, these back three cylinders have look like anti-foul bushings on them. This
Huh.
front one doesn't. Unless that's thread repair, you know?
Yeah, you
Thread
never
repair
know.
bushings, could be. I don't know.
I don't know, Mike. You don't know what this thing's been through over 60 years.
No.
Oh well. Like I say, let's wrap this one up. If it's a short video, I'll add a little bit to it, and if not, what do you say, guys? Enough of this?
Enough of this. Definitely enough of this.
Alright, see you guys later. Alright, yeah, the first half of the video was last night with the guys at Engine Night. So today, it rained out here this morning. It's drying up now, so I might be able to do something, but I think I might just hang the fender on there and put a bolt or two up the top so it doesn't look so bad. Alright, let's go inside and we'll show you what I'm going to do. Alright, here's the radiator, and when I was taking the front bumper off, I think it was a front bumper, yeah, one of the wrenches slipped out of my hand because I had an impact gun on the other end, and it hit this and put a slight hole in it. The hole was so small, Mike said don't even worry about it, you know, because it would probably plug itself. You know, it wasn't really squirting out or leaking. It was just moist. So I said, "Now I'll fix it." Well, I got the thing out and everything, so shouldn't be too tough. You know, I'll just pull some of these. I don't know what you'd call them, but anyway, pull some of this loose metal away and clean that up, and we'll try and put some solder on it. All right. Yeah, I pushed some of them out of the way there. I'm going to call them cooling fins for lack of not knowing what they're really called. But yeah, I can't really see a hole, but I know it's there. So I don't know if it's on the side here or right in the top. So I'm going to have to clean this up. I'm going to hit this little baby wire wheel, and hopefully we can see something. I think maybe I'll try and solder it with my little butane torch. You know, because that doesn't throw out as much heat. Even though I don't think there's anything here that I can melt. All the connections are down low here. But it's a shame, because the rest of this thing, if you look at these cooling fins, ain't none of them crushed, you know, except right here, tiny little thing. But the rest of it's pretty good. And this is a pretty big radiator. And the top and the bottom is actually made of brass. So they got this painted, but that's brass too. So that's probably going to be a pretty expensive radiator. So let's clean that up and see what it looks like, see if we can see anything. Alright, yeah, we got that cleaned up, and even cleaned up it's tough to tell, but I think I might have found it. I don't know if this light's going to help you or not. There we go. But on this side, it actually looks pretty good. There is a little nick like right around here. You see right there? But I don't think that's the problem. And the face of this, the face is actually pretty good. But let me draw your attention over this side here. Right here. I don't know if that's going to focus in. There we go. Alright, yeah, right here at the tip of this thing. I think right here is a tiny hole. Either here or right here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this thing up on its side, and we'll solder it that way, and then just let the other stuff flow under, and just hope for the best, right? All right, we got it standing up there. Got to hang from the old I-beam there, and like I said, I'm going to try this butane thing, and I don't know if it's going to give me enough heat or not. If not, then we'll get out the map, but we'll try that first. All right, I'm going to throw you up on a tripod. You guys try and stay out of the way. That way nobody gets burnt. All right, we'll flux it up a little first. Straight hair there. Yeah, I didn't try and crush it back into place or anything like that, because sometimes you do more damage than you do good. Right. Remember, we're no plumber, so just gotta hope for the best. We're no plumber, we just play one on YouTube. Oh yeah. I didn't think this would create enough heat, but plenty of heat there, buddy. There you go. Yeah, I think we got it. We got all around it too, so I hope it works. It's a nice little this thing, Road Queen got me that for my birthday once. Alright, yeah, I'm happy with that. It's not the prettiest, but hey, we're not going after beauty. And I think maybe I'll try and pull some of these fins back into place there so it doesn't look so much like a gunshot wound. And then we paint it up. It's low. This is the bottom of the radiator, so it's low. Radiator, I'm sorry. Or maybe I said it right the first time. But anyway, you know, and it's got the grill in front of it, so you really won't see it. Hopefully it filled the hole in. Usually when you do that, you know, with the flux and everything on there, it draws it into whatever you're soldering. So I think we'll be okay. All right, yeah, it finally stopped drizzling out here, so I can do something. I was going to take this stone guard here and cut out the bad spots and fix it, you know. And I thought it would be relatively easy, but I'm looking at it, and it's going to take a little more work than I thought. Let me show you the bottom. You know, I was just going to cut this out, you know, get rid of that patch, and then I got a patch here. Cut that. That's where the big bubble was in the front, and then cut this patch out. You know, and it looked to be, you know, just a right angle and stuff. You know, with a little swale, no problem. And then I'm starting to look at this, and the only part you see is this 2 inches right here. This part up here goes under the bumper, and then this part back here goes under the grill. So you're only going to see 2 inches of this whole thing. But then I'm looking at it, and right where all the damage is at, you know, like right here, and right here, and right here, I'm looking at it, and they're actually 2 little or 4 little factory bumps. You know, you can see it better from that angle there. And I'm wondering what they're for, because like I say, the grill sits on here, and then this sits on the radiator support, but they don't look like, I thought that the grill was going to sit on that, you know, them little lumps, you know, to raise it off for the rest of the thing, but I don't think it does. So and the bottom doesn't sit on the radiator support. Just here does. You know, this here, and then this here connects to the fender. Let me get the grill out and show you where we're at here. All right, here's the grill. You know, this point here, that goes into that hole there. That one goes into that hole. That goes into that hole, and that goes into that hole, and it just sits there. Same down here. There's supposed to be a hole here, and that goes into that hole. So let me stand it up and show you. It's going to be an awkward position and everything, but you'll get my drift. All right, I'm holding the grill up exactly how it's going to sit, and like I say, it just sits down there on that stone guard. You know, they bolt together. And let me show you back here. I wrote bump, and I'll zoom into where these things are because I'm holding the thing up and I'm holding the camera. So that actually says bump there. You might not be able to read it, but that's where that bump is at. And it's not doing anything. And same with the other one here. The other one's under the grill. It's not doing anything. And same with these down here. They're not even close. So I don't know why they're there. You know, I mean, these companies spend millions of dollars on these designs, and I don't think it's structural either because you know, that whole piece down there is a right angle. So let me get the radiator support, and we'll see where that sits. You know, you think, okay, them bumps don't do anything for the grill, you know, like the grill don't sit on it. But maybe the bumps are there for another reason, you know, from something coming up from the bottom. So let's get the support over there and see what's going on there. All right, here's the support, and that's how it sits on the support. And you got a bolt here, and then another bolt through here, another through bolt that's blocked off. But you can see them over here. You know, you get through bolts there, and then these go into holes up top there. But here's where them bumps are at. Let's see. Oh, maybe that's what it is. It's a bolt hole there. Where's the other one? And is there supposed to be a bolt hole there? Yeah, okay. Alright. Well, that explains everything. It's bumped out so you can get a wrench on there. Good thing I figured that out, because it had me baffled. So here's another dilemma we have. Do we put all that work into this when this piece costs $200 delivered to the door? Plus I might have a source for a used one. I don't know how good it is. I got to go look at it, but interesting. All right, well, let's let me ponder. While I ponder that dilemma, I think maybe we'll take the grill, and right now I just have these little doors sitting on there, and we'll put the turn signals in and the headlights and the buckets and everything. So that's all ready to go in. All right, so I'm glad we figured that out. All right, let's put this grill together. You know, when you come across something like that, you know, you have to think about it, you know, because they spend millions of dollars in research and development, and they just don't put stuff there for no reason at all. So I'm glad we figured that out, huh? Boy, that had me going here. All right, yeah, I put the headlight in its one side here. I wasn't going to film this, and then I thought maybe, you know, hey, you know, it's simple, but maybe it might help somebody. You know, some of these younger kids that didn't grow up with this and aren't familiar with this. You know, sometimes when you start putting something together, you don't know if something's missing or whatever. But I think I'll film it anyway, right? Don't hurt. Only thing going to take a couple minutes. I replaced the adjusters here. Put brand new adjusters in. I just happen to have them in stock, and I got more than I'll ever use the rest of my life, so might as well use them, right? The other ones were good. They were just old. So I'm going to put this bucket in and the headlight in, and I'll throw these up on a tripod, show you how we do it. Alright, here's the headlight bucket. This is what holds the headlight on. And the only thing that holds this in is a spring. But you see here, these adjusting screws here. Let me put this down to show you. They got a little slot in the head. Let me focus in. You see the little slot up top here? Okay, what happens is you got two little tangies. There you go. You see two little tangies here with put it right here, with a little opening there. Where's the other one? There we go. Here's the other one right here. You got two little tangies, and then they just slip right into them slots. See how it works. Okay, that one's in. Probably don't see this one, but that one's in there. And then this just hits up against the backing plate here. You know what? Before I put that in, I should have showed you. There's also, there you go. You see that? There's a little hole right here. There you go. Little hole right here. That's where this spring goes in. And then this part here, see my hand? Right here there's a little hole. You can probably see it if you look hard enough. So let's put that back in. That's how easy that goes in. At least it didn't rehearsal, right? Okay. Then you get some kind of hook. You know, a little hook here. And stick that. Look at the spring. I got the wider end of the spring on the bottom there. And then you just take this hook and pull that spring up, and it's in. And that's it. See that? As tight as can be. That's a strong little spring. It's tiny, but it's strong as heck. So that's how you put the bucket in. Then you get your headlight. You know, the funny thing about these headlights, they've been around since the late 30s, and they probably still on some cars. I don't know, but I know they use them well into the 2000s. But anyway, you got three little slots here, and on the back of the light here, you got three little titties, and they can only go on one way, you know. So if you put it on any other way that it's supposed to, and a good way of figuring out which way it goes, they usually have the name of the light on there. Like the other one's a Soldering across here, and this one's a Wagner. But anyway, put that down there, and it fits right into them little slots. Then, I don't know if you notice these little screws here, they're standing out a little bit. So put that in there, and then you get your chrome ring here, and see that? That's oblong, so you can stick it in and then just slide it, just twist the whole thing. So, and that'll only go on one way too. You just have to spin it until the screws line up, and there we go. That one's on there. Put this one on as soon as we go on either. That one goes on there. That one's on there. And then you just spin that and find yourself a screwdriver and tighten them down. And there you go. You see, you got your headlight adjusters here. When you take your bezel off, you can adjust them. So you can't do that till after it's on the car. But anyway, that's all there is to it. You guys are looking at this upside down. This is the top. This is the bottom. Then you put your bezel on, and you're good to go. All right, this video is probably getting pretty long, so we say we pack it in. All right, enough of this. Yeah, all the years I've been driving, I can only remember having to replace a burnout bulb maybe once or twice. I mean, I've replaced 20 of them because I was in the body business and I had to fix a lot of wrecks, but I only remember having to change a burnout bulb maybe once or twice. That's crazy, ain't it?